In this tutorial, I am going to teach you how to use the offset feature in Cricut Design Space. There are a couple of things you can do with offset. You can use it for images and you can also use it for text, and I'm going to show you both. The first thing we need to do is find an image to use for the offset feature. I'm going to head over to our panel here to the left and click on the images icon, which is a picture of a hot air balloon, and it says images underneath. Once you click on that, there are some options here for you. My last search was a dog, so that's why you're seeing some dog searches here. But I am going to choose something different. Let's do a unicorn. Okay, perfect. So here is our unicorn, and to get rid of this menu, we're just gonna simply click on this back arrow here. Here's our unicorn, and I'm also going to size her down a bit by going up to our edit bar and sizing her down from the width to 3 inches. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and give her an offset. So to do that, we're gonna go back to our edit bar and click on where it says offset. Once you do that, you'll see that an offset is automatically added at 1/4 inch. And you can size this any way you would like. You can make the offset bigger by clicking this circle and dragging, and you'll see it goes all the way up to a 1 inch offset all around the unicorn here. Or you can go in reverse, which will go to -1 inches, and that puts it at what is called an inset. My favorite personally for offset is 0.125, and you can type that in and you'll see it here. So let's go ahead and apply it so that we can actually see the unicorn. So I'm going to click on apply. And as you can see over here in our layers panel, you'll see the unicorn and the offset. If you want to change the color of the offset, you would just simply go back up to our edit bar under operation, and you would click that black square, and we can change the color to any color we like. Let's change it to purple. So now our offset is purple. If you don't want the rounded corners, you can also make them squared. Let me show you how to do that. So to get rid of the offset that it currently has, we're just going to go to our layers panel, click on the offset, and then we're going to click the delete button, and that gets rid of it. I'm going to slide this over a little bit so we have better visibility. We're going to click on offset again, and it's still at our 0.125. And as you can see, if you go down here, there is the corner option, and then there's a squared option. Click on the squared option, and as you can see here, it's not much, but you can see the edges here have gone squared. And then you can toggle back and forth so that you can see the difference between them. And then you would just pick whichever one you like. Let me show you how to do offset with wording. Add wording to your blank canvas. You're gonna go to our panel over here, and you're gonna click where it says text, which is a letter T, and it has the word text underneath it. And on first glance, the first thing that pops up is the font Cricut Sans. If you go to our edit bar here, which got extended with the text, click on the area that says font, and then you will click this down arrow that's next to Cricut Sans, and you will see all of the different featured fonts that Cricut Design Space has. I'm gonna click on this one, the BFC Foxy. To get rid of this menu, I'm gonna go ahead and click this arrow here, and to highlight it, you just double click inside of the square and then type whatever you would like. So I'm going to type hello. Okay. Let's go ahead here and make it bigger. And you can do so by 2 options. You can go to the size option in the edit bar, or you can click one of these white squares here in the corners and click it and drag it. And that just makes it a tiny bit bigger so that we have better visibility. Let's go ahead and add an offset to this. So we're going to go ahead and click on offset again. And as you can see, it's at our 0.125 that we had set before. Let's make it a little bigger. So I am going to slide it over until we get to 0.25, which is the stationary example of offset. So I am pleased with that size. So we're gonna go ahead and click on apply. But if you want to see how it looks with a square, before you click apply, you can click the edges and see if the squared is better, but I like the corner. So we're gonna click apply. And as you can see, the offset automatically is in the black color. I'm gonna change the color so that we can see it to blue. And there is our offset. Last example I'm gonna show you is how to do an inset. So in order to do that, let's go to our shapes option over here in the panel. And let's click on a heart. Perfect. I'm gonna size it up a little bigger here. And then I am going to click on offset. And as you can see, it's doing it as an offset of 0.25. We're gonna toggle or slide over so that we have an inset. And as you can see, the line is now inside of the heart, okay? So let's slide it over just a little bit more, and I like that. And then we're gonna click apply. Now our inset is inside of the heart, and you can do this for many different projects. Let's go ahead and change the color by clicking on operation and changing the color to whatever you like. I clicked on yellow. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and I hope you found it helpful.